What's up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for joining me again on yet another video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for your girl. Thank you so very much. For today's look, we are going in with a soft glam with a pop of color. Now, as usual, I'm starting off with my brows. I've already gone ahead and filled in with my LA Girl eyeliner pencil in the shade medium brown, and now I am carving out her brows with, of course, the LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade fawn. Now ladies, as you can see, I'm just taking my time to make sure that the brows are carved out properly. Remember, twins are a little bit hard, but sisters we can work with. So don't stress yourself too much, but always try to make it as perfect as you possibly can. Do your best. All right, so right now I'm just working that concealer onto the lids, as well as this I'm going to use as my primer for my eyeshadow. All right, now I'm just taking a flat brush to blend out that, to spread it on the lids, and then I'm going to take a more dense brush to blend out that concealer on the eyelids. Take your time ladies, remember blending is key. With all the processes, with all the steps, we have to make sure that we remember to blend properly. Okay, now I'm just taking my foundation to carve out the top of the brows as usual. So this is my regular step. If you want a more in-depth eyebrow tutorial, there's a video on my channel, so you can go ahead and watch that as well. So remember, you need to take your time. You want to take your time with the brows. As I always say, concealer can make or break you, so I'm sure we all don't want to start over a brow. So we want to make sure we take our time. So I'm just using that dense fluffy brush to diffuse that product as well. We want to blend it out properly. Okay, now I didn't have to fill her brows in much because, as you have seen when the video just started, she had a lot of brows, so no need to fill in a whole lot when your client or you have a lot of brows already. Just fill them in lightly. Now I'm going in with my eyeshadow. I'm using a Juvia's Place palette. I'm sorry for the speed of this, I'm so sorry, but you will see me going back and I will explain further about the eyeshadow. I used three shades from the palette. As you can see, she messed up her shadow with the liner, so I had to go back in and fill in. So I used a white shadow for the inner part of the eye, and a burgundy shade for the outer part, and a lighter shade, a lighter pinkish mauvish shade for the transition color. I don't know where the clip went, but for when I was doing the white liner, but there it is. I did a little white liner as well, just to give the eye a little bit more pop. And now I'm going in with my Maybelline Superstay foundation. I've already moisturized and primed the face, and I am using my foundation brush just to diffuse that foundation into the skin. And you'll see me taking quite a little bit of time to blend out my foundation. If you want to see a more in-depth foundation routine, then you can let me know in the comment section and I'll do a video on that. But a tip is, once you are applying foundation, you want to make sure that you blend out your foundation to the point where nothing looks wet. Absolutely nothing looks wet. So you want to do that before you start applying any other product like concealer or contour or anything like that before, you know. Yeah, so you want to make sure that your foundation doesn't appear wet. You want to make sure that it seeps into the skin and look skin like. Now I am going in with a lighter shade for her highlight, and I'm taking my trusty beauty wedge to blend out this concealer. You want to take your time under the eyes, and as you can see, the wedge did most of the work for me, as in to cut the shadow into a nice, you know, a nice cut. So you want to make sure you take your time and blend properly, and you will see me going in with the same foundation brush just to diffuse the edges and get rid of any line of demarcation. You want to take your time under your client's eyes because it is very sensitive. It's a very sensitive area. Now I am going to set all those highlighted areas with the Sasha Buttercup powder. And I don't bake typically. If I'm gonna bake it, it would have been the reverse contour. I simply apply my powder onto the skin and tap it in until it is all dissolved. So I start to apply my powder, my loose powder, under the eyes first, on the chin, and on the forehead, and don't forget the nose. Then I am going to set the rest of the area with a Milani pressed powder in the shade Deep. So you want to tap the powder in as well. Never use swipe because you do not want to disturb any product underneath. Next, I'll be going in with my contour from Black Radiance contour palette, and it's in the shade medium to dark. I'm gonna take my time to build up this product. As you know, it is very pigmented, so you want to take your time to blend it up onto the client's face or onto your face. It's very blendable, it's very forgiving, so I'd recommend you go in lightly and build up instead of going in with a whole lot at once. And as you can see, that is a little bit overboard, but we'll diffuse it out afterwards. And as you can see, I'm going in with my reverse contouring. What this does, it helps to make your contour appears more sharper and more pronounced. I am going in with the Berries palette from Juvia's Place and taking the light pink shade as my blush. And then I'm going in the Warrior palette for my highlight, and I'm using one of those nice gold shades as highlight on the highest, and that is being placed on the highest parts of the face, the part of the face which hits the light, or which light hits especially when you're taking photographs. So I'm there placing it on the upper part of the cheekbones and I'm diffusing it properly. As I said, I don't like lines of demarcation, so you want to take your time in doing this. And I've already gone and prepped the lashes, so they've gotten tacky, so now I'm applying the lashes onto the eyes. So I'm going in back with my powder brush just to diffuse everything and get rid of the excess powder that's left underneath the contour. So I'm taking my white liner to put on the waterline, and I'm going in next with a blue over it. I put a white liner on before so the blue can pop more. The blue is pretty pigmented, but I just wanted to, have it pop just a little bit more. Now I'm going in with a Beauty Creations eyeshadow palette, and I'm taking a blue shade to diffuse that blue liner. And that today, ladies, is my pop of color. And I'm going in to the innermost part of the eyes with that gold shade from the Juvia's Place Warrior palette, just to open the eyes a little bit more, just to give it a little pop, as we would say. And as you can see, I'm just brightening that white liner just a little bit. And that's the NYX white liquid liner, ladies. Yeah, we've been talking. She's crazy. We had so much fun. We had so much fun talking. So I'm just setting the face with my setting mist, as you can see, and then onto the lips. I'm just using my trusty fan there to, fan down the product so it can dry down easily. And I'm using that same shade, same pencil, eyeliner pencil. It's not a lip pencil. I'm using that same eyeliner pencil to outline her lips and prep for lipstick or gloss. So for today's lipstick, I am using the NYX Butter Lips. It's a matte lipstick. It's a liquid matte lipstick. And that's the only thing. No, I am using a clear gloss over it. So I'm just allowing her to pat that and spread it and diffuse it and blend it all in her lips. That motion alone can blend your lipstick or lip glosses together perfectly. So I'm going in with a lipstick applicator just to diffuse the top part of the lip, the upper lip, just to let it look more refined. Did I say I put on lashes before? I am sorry, guys. I must have seen wrong. Right now, I had already prepped the lashes, of course, and now I am applying those lashes onto the eyes. Forgive me. I thought I had mentioned I put on lashes before. My bad, guys. My bad. Don't mind me. I guess I was seeing wrong. So I'm going in with a clear gloss to just plump up the lips a little bit more. And that, guys, there you have it. This is my finished look. I'm just putting, she has two little warts there. I think it's really cute, so I just highlighted it with the black liner, and then I am going in with my mascara on her real lashes to blend them into the falsies. So this is the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. She loved it. I loved it. It's simple and cute. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure you subscribe.